Grand Prairie Friends is a nonprofit conservation land trust on a mission to preserve and restore natural communities in central Illinois. Here today with more information and some planting tips are Sarah and Diane. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us. We're excited.
So tell me a little bit about the Grand Prairie Friends.
Yes, so as you mentioned, we are a nonprofit conservation land trust. We have several properties scattered throughout the East Central Illinois area, and we're really on a mission to restore these properties and promote an understanding of why these natural areas are important. And we do have big news, which is that we recently received accreditation through the Land Trust Alliance, which is a big deal because it goes into the transparency of our organization. It was a many months process talking about the best financial practices, the best land management practices, all these sorts of things. So we're really excited about that.
And I know at one point Illinois was 80% prairie, and now we're down to what, 0.001%?
Yeah, not so much anymore.
So what kind of things, are you doing, and what can our viewers at home do to help with that?
Right, absolutely. So we do a lot of things like restoring prairie and also protecting what little bit remains in remnants. So there are little pockets of prairie left in Illinois, not nearly the big 80% like you said, but in those little pockets we do land management practices, like we do prescribed fire. We have land techs whose whole job is to go out there and help take care of our prairie. We have seed collection days where we make sure we're gathering those native plant seeds and we can rescatter them to help restore those areas that don't have that prairie in it anymore.
That's awesome that you're doing that, because I know native plants are really important. The pollinators are really important. Isn't there a place where there's bats for days?
Yes.
Where can you go to see the bats?
Yes, so we do restore bat habitat on a few of our properties at Warbler Ridge Conservation Area and at Burnett Land and Water Reserve. So those are pretty exciting areas. We have a team of volunteers whose job it is to come out and count how many bats come out of their roosts at night. So while you might not be able to see that, you're welcome to stop by, take a look at the roosts, see what we're doing to take care of those bats.
Amazing. And then, Diane, there is a plant sale coming up,
yes,
right?
I'm so excited.
Can you talk about the plant sale? And I see you brought plants,
yes,
so I imagine
like
we're going to plant.
2 month, well, more than a 2-month effort, but we have like over 80 species of native plants, and so this is a great opportunity to get a wide variety of plants. All kinds of conditions, height, characteristics, so that's nice.
And so that's on May 4th through 15th.
Right, and it is an online sale. So May 4th, Sunday at 8 a.m., have your list, start buying, because by noon, a lot of species are gone. It's just crazy how.
Okay.
So that's Sunday, May 4th at 8 a.m. If you go to our website, we have a list of the plants and all their characteristics, so you can be ready to purchase when that starts out.
Okay.
And then in mid-May, the customers will come to Country Arbors because they're nice enough to give us a hoop greenhouse to do our work, since we're a nonprofit, and then we'll load your car up with your order. So they'll grow another month before people will get the plants.
Oh wow, okay. So then if you're like me and sometimes struggle with keeping plants alive or knowing what they need, you're going to get them started so that when they need that extra care in their infancy, someone like me could be successful.
Right.
So is that what we're doing here today?
So these are the trays we germinate the seeds in, and then last week we transplanted 8,000 plants from these. And I left one for you to do.
Okay, great. I will do the 8,001
gloves on,
plant.
or can you mind if your hands get dirty?
Sure, I'll put gloves on just because we're doing magic next.
And if you want to eat gummy bears later,
exactly, right. I have to have clean gummy bear hands. All right.
So here's your tool.
Okay, what is this tool?
Well, this is to just poke the plant out.
Okay.
No, we're going to do it from the other side.
From the other, oh, it's a poker, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now this is a plant that's overwintered, so see how big the roots are? That's the important part about native plants. They can withstand drought, buffalo trampling on them, huge winds, all those things, and they don't need a lot of water. They're easy to maintain because of that.
And those roots look so healthy.
Yeah, that's what makes the plant do well.
Okay.
So we do that in these big pots. So the 1-year plants we can do in smaller pots.
Got it.
Put a little bit of soil in the bottom, about 1 inch maybe.
Okay.
And then you put your plant in, and then you're just going to fill in the soil around it.
And what kind of plant is this?
Well, and sometimes it's kind of nice if we break the roots up a little bit.
Oh, I see.
Okay. This is called a monkey flower.
A monkey flower,
yes,
okay.
This is a new plant for us this year. It's a purple flower about 1 to 3 feet tall, And it has this little flower, and if you squint, it looks like a little monkey, really. It's really cute. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait to see it when
and
it's
it likes
in full bloom.
moist conditions. So like, even when you go to your nursery, you know, you need to pick the right plants for your yard. So you want to look at moisture, you want to look at height and things like that and get the right one.
And does it need friends? Because I know some plants thrive better when they're sort of planted with similar plants around.
I think because a lot of these plants get tall, you know, groups of 3 is always good. It's a good rule for any plants, really, because you get enough color there and they support one another. So.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for showing this to us. And if you're interested in that plant sale, remind us again.
Okay, Sunday, May 4th, 8 a.m. at the I guess you got the website up there for them, right?
Yes. WCIA.com. We would be happy to connect you. ciLiving.tv.
Start early.
Start early. Awesome. Well, coming up right after the break, we have a magician here, and he is going to teach us a trick, so stick around.